Hi, thanks for joining me for another moon class video. So excited to have you guys here. I do like to start every video out with some gratitude, and today my gratitude goes out to Heidi and whoever the amazing artists were who came up with this idea. A real rose put inside solution, and it lasts for years. Isn't that incredible? Glass. Isn't that cool? Definitely a fun idea for Valentine's Day. I did get some for my girlfriends and myself because it's just so incredible and so cool. Never seen anything like it. So gratitude and shout out to Hy-Vee. That is so incredible. The artist there, I mean, wow. How cool is that? Lasts for years. Also, in a previous video that I made about preparation for the Moon Class series, if you haven't checked those out, please check out my Moon Class preparation videos. But in that video, I accidentally called this guy a DJ. And I mean, he is. But he's a brilliant, brilliant artist who uses DJing as a platform, we should say. So I misspoke then. But he does remixes and techno-y. I mean, incredible. Just he's incredible, brilliant artist. Shout out to him. Listen to him especially if you're having a bad day and you need a good upbeat. But I listen to him pretty much every day. So shout out to him as well. All right. Okay. There's my gratitude for the video, and now we're going to move on and learn about the new moon today. The new moon is the first in the lunar illumination phase, and how it works is the new moon starts the phase out, and when you look up into the sky, you will not really see anything. Sometimes you can see the outline of the moon, especially depending on the weather, so you can like see the outline of the moon, but it's really not shining any part of it. And then as the new moon waxes towards its fullness of illumination into the full moon, I still consider the new moon when you just barely see a little bit of a crescent light too as well. And then that's kind of its starting of its waxing phase into the fullness, the full illumination of the full moon. So when a new moon starts, there's certain things that you can do. It's so cool too because as without, so within. So when you see things that are happening outside and within our universe and within in the cosmos, it's also showing like what's happening on the inside. So as the new moon comes, there's no light. So then what happens when you're in the dark or there's no light or low light? You're feeling low energy, and you're going to take that time to go within yourself and take time to relax and chill. And it's kind of that nighttime and that low illumination time. Is a good time for baths. It's a good time to just chill and not exercise, not do housework if possible. I have come to the point where I can kind of plan out my months, and I have learned again through these classes. I will help you understand your own cycles because we can use the moon to help us understand things. The moon is like a lunar gift every month to us, a reset every month to try to understand ourselves, understand our inner bodies. The sun kind of represents our outer surfacey part, and the moon represents our internal part. So the moon actually is when it's at that new moon phase, and when we see that illumination angle of it being the new moon, the position of the moon as it orbits the earth for the new moon is in between the moon and the sun and the earth. So the moon is located in between the sun and the earth at a new moon phase, and then it wanes or waxes out into the fullness of the full moon and pulls further away. So when we have a full moon, it's the furthest away that it will be from the earth, and then it makes its way back to earth. And then when we get back from the full moon to the new moon, it's going again in between the earth and the sun. And I just think that's so cool how the new moon aligns with the earth and the sun. And then that's our fresh new start, fresh reset, new beginnings. Now, when I say that, so our new moon's coming up February 20th. So this coming Monday, Moon Day, is our fresh new moon, February 20th, 2023. So when that happens, that's new beginnings, fresh starts internally. So like planting a seed. So you're not going to want to start fresh projects or anything necessarily, but you can start the intentions, the goals, the writing down, and then maybe after that, and you already have all that done, then the next new moon you can actually start the project if you want. But usually you'd want to just use that for the internal planning. Okay, what do we have to do behind the scenes? What's the protocols? What do we have to set up for the future to flourish and go? So yes, the universe offers us a cosmic reset every month. It's a gift the universe offers us, and we can use the moon to help us also remember our inner reset energy every month. The earth was here, the scientists believe, and at one point an asteroid hit the earth. Pieces of the earth, a piece of the earth, a big chunk of it bounced off of earth and ended up in earth orbit, and that's now what we call our moon. And that's what's cycling the earth and creates its and has created our tides, and has this gravitational pull that creates a lot that's going on. I find that so interesting. And so the energy that the moon offers not only affects earth, but it affects our inner body and who we are and our own cycles, and we can use that energy to our advantage. It's happening every day, regardless if we want to admit it or not. It's happening. So I like to use it as beneficial to myself. It's kind of a journey that I've been doing for a few years now, and looking up at the moon is such a reminder to me. Have you done your work? Crap, it's a new moon. Shoot, it's starting to wane into that full moon. What is your intentions for the year? What's your intentions for the month? Did you relax? Are you relaxing? Are you trying to get a bunch done when the new moon's happening, which is kind of non-beneficial at that time? Can you put it off until you got more energy, you have more light? And if you are able to do that and set yourself up on a good schedule, because not everybody's the same. There might be some illuminating people out there who are just night owls. I've met them, and they're going to be opposite of that. And then there's it also for women. We'll get into it this later on in the videos, which I'm so excited about. But there's if you're a woman, it goes by your cycles too. So technically the new moon is not until February 20th. So that is really when you're going to be planting those seeds. But for myself, I'm already starting to get everything going and planting, because I almost feel like then I have all that in my head. And then if you looked at my preparation videos, one of your things was to pick your words for the year that you want to have and your intention for the year, because you're going to come back to it every month. And so at that new moon time, I like to think about all that stuff, but I also like when the new moon happens. So this coming weekend, I want to relax. I want to take time to myself. I want to get my chores and all my stuff that I need to get done, because I have the energy now, so that when that time comes, I can sit back, I can reflect, I can say, all right, because you should set goals for that. Sometimes even that day, like I just want to shower, brush my teeth, and make a video that day. And then, but for the week and definitely for the month, and then absolutely your bigger goals for the year. So like even this month, one of my goals that I have towards, okay, once the new moon happens, I want to start some new things, some new beginnings, new seeds. Sounds kind of weird, but this cold shower thing, take a regular hot shower, but then the last minute of your shower, you make it cold. That's going to be something new that I'm going to try, that I haven't done. That's going to be part of my regimen to see. There's just a lot of health benefits to it. I'm excited for it to be my journey, and maybe it won't work. Maybe I'll take the cold showers and nothing will happen, and I'll be like, all right, that wasn't for me. But that's just something that I'm going to do. So I'm just trying to amp up and get educated in the knowledge of what I am going to do, because my year at the beginning of my year has been so busy. I have not been able to be focused on myself, and February is about yourself. And knowing that the 20th of February comes up with that new moon, that's what I'm kind of like my marker point for, okay, get your intentions figured out, educate yourself. You guys can educate yourself by watching my videos if that suits you. And then for me, I have all of these different ways that I educate myself. And then I'm getting all that set up so that come on the new moon time, I can use that cosmic energy to develop whatever I need to develop for myself. And it can be anything. It doesn't have to be big, grandiose things. I mean, I have my taxes I need to get done coming up. So it's going to be my intentions of writing out, okay, this week I need to get this done. This day I need to get this done. And then just keeping myself accountable for that. And the fun thing is that you have, like, I'm driving around a lot during town. I have 3 kids I have to pick up all the time. I'm always out and about. So the moon's always there. So when I get off track and I happen to see the moon, it's like a check-in point, again, a marker point of, are you on task? Are you doing what you need to do for yourself? Because we're always giving to others. And the moon is that inner world, and it can remind us, wait a minute, are you checking in on your inner world? And that's why I've really enjoyed the moon. The moon is super duper duper consistent. It will never let you down. It will always be there, no matter where you are from all over the world. If my hubby's staying somewhere and I'm at home, I can say, hey, I miss you. Well, let's look at the moon together, and we can both look at the moon together. Even if he's all the way across country, anywhere around the globe, we can all look at the same moon together, and that's fabulous and wonderful and awesome. And I think that's so special. And you know, it's giving us signs, and there's a reason it's there. And I believe that's because to just kind of constantly remind us of that inner world, and keeping you in check, keeping you accountability, because there's so many outer distractions that happen that are crazy and nuts and too much work to even talk about right now. But if we can concentrate on that inner world, that's where the gravy is. That's where the fulfillment is. That's where that soul fulfilling, following your path, following your heart will happen.